Assalamu alaikum, dear learners. Today we are in the class 8th and our topic is about globalization. In the previous chapter we see the negative and the positive impacts of the globalization on the world economy. Today we will deal the India's stand on the globalization. Talking about India, one must know that India has remained the hub of the globalization in the previous centuries. But because of its centrally located area and the major travelers came in India, as such India has remained has witnessed the globalization. But formally, in the contemporary world politics, we can say that India has adopted the way of globalization in the year 1991, as due to its financial crisis, India want to have a desire for the higher growth rate. As such, India adopted the path of globalization. Seeing its economic reforms, India tried a lot to do or to regulate some of its policies, some of its techniques to embark the globalization. In beginning, India has remained an active member for the globalization, but due to certain pressures from the external pressures, it for the payment of the balance or the liabilities, India took steps back to the liberalization in the year 1991. In globalization came with several challenges for in India's foreign policy, which showed that India made its the licensing system, dismantling and the removal of the tariffs on the trade and the imports. Likewise, abolition of industry. Likewise, we can say that the setting up of the Security and Exchange Board and the Foreign Joint Venture Bank. These are the examples of the India's adaptation for the globalization. But in India, when this globalization came here, several challenges, the difference of opinion came with the emergence of the globalization in India. Some people, the leftists, believe that they show their concern about the farmers, laborers, likewise artisans, and the coming up of MNCs in India. The leftists opposite the globalization, that it will ruin badly, it will have its effects on the laborers, on the farmers, on the artisans, which will harm their livelihood. Likewise, the rightists showed their concern against the programs telecasted through the various TV channels, like the from the western side, and the celebration of various festivals like birthdays and the Valentine's Day, etc. These became the concerns for the rightists. Another group of people who believe that the small scale industry and the cottage industry will get hampered in India, as there is a free flow of commodities from the borders, from one side of the country, from one side of the globe to the another side of the globe. As such, these small scale industrialists as well as the cottage industrialists who attain their livelihood from their small scale industries, they will get badly affected by means of free flow of trade, free flow of commodities, free flow of ideas. As such, they opposed the globalization. But several scholars also defended the globalization in India on certain grounds. Likewise, they believed that it will remove the unnecessary control of the markets, as the MNCs, as well as the monetary fund to promote these MNCs, to give the place to those agencies who will support the people throughout the borders. Likewise, another group of scholars, they believed that it will reduce the dependence of the countries on the foreign aid as well as on the aid of International Monetary Fund, on the aid of World Bank. They defended globalization, that the better of the people, the social conditions of the people will get improved day by day by means of embarkment of the globalization. Likewise, another group of the group defended the globalization, that it has brought the transparency in the system, in the license Raj system, as it has permitted the license Raj system to improve day by day. Likewise, it can improve the exports from one country to another country. The countries, the small scale industrialists, the cottage industrialists, whatever they prepare within their own country, they will export it to the others in order to get more and more economic benefits from the rest of the country. Likewise, this globalization will attract the foreign investments and encourage the competition. As such, when these ideas, when the technology will come together, it will prepare the people for the competition at the global level, for the competition at the international level, as well as it will improve their investments also. It has also created the system of accountability and benefited the concerned. As such, we know that the globalization has brought with it the transparency, as the people and the accountability has come together. Nowadays we are seeing that worldwide this computer system, the worldwide globalization has made the whole globe, whole world as a small village. As such, there is accountability. Everyone can know whatever he wants to know from its resources. Likewise, it has upgraded the technology and has made the access of the people to the global market. Nowadays, any person, a small scale industrialist, a cottage industrialist, a farmer, even though an artisan, if he has a desire, if he has a tool, if he has a technology in his hand, he can export his technology throughout international level in order to get more and more boost for getting more livelihood, for getting the growth of his own unit more affected. So this is all about this today's India's stand on the globalization. In next video, we shall discuss what are the criticism to the globalization. Till now, thanks. Have a good night. Have a good day.